Hear, O Israel, Yasharel, the Lord our God, Eloheinu, Yahuwah Elohimka. The Lord is one, the only. You shall love the Lord your God with all of your hearts and with all of your mind and with all of your soul and with all of your strength, your entire being. These words which I'm commanding you today shall be written on your heart and mind. You shall teach them diligently to your children, impressing God's precepts on their mind and penetrating their hearts with his truth. Speak of them when you sit down in your house, when you walk on the road, and when you lie down, and when you get up. Precious Father, in the mighty and powerful name of your Son, Yahushua, we come this morning to say thank you. We thank you for your goodness, your mercy. We do praise you and we worship. We're thankful for another day's journey. We're thankful that your mercies are new this morning. Great is thy faithfulness. We're thankful that you're in the midst of our convocation this morning. And we pray, as always, that the Ruach will do the teaching and preaching, and that you would cleanse me for these preaching and teaching moments. Speak to me, speak through me. Let your word go forth as pure gold. And as always, we pray that the word become seed and produce fruit in the lives of the hearers. Speak, Yah, that I might hear you. Speak to me and speak through me. In your Son's name, we pray, and it is so. Shabbat shalom to all of you out there this morning. We pray Yah's richest blessings upon you. We are excited about the word that Yah has given us today, and we pray that the word will penetrate your heart, and that it would bless you and your family. Okay, we're going to get right into our word. Our word is found today uh, in Numbers 14 and 9. Uh, Only do not rebel against Yahuwah. Do not fear the people of the land, for they will be our prey. Their protection has been removed from them, and Yahuwah is with us. Do not fear them. Also found in Numbers 14, 20 through 23. So the Lord said, so Yahuwah said, I have parting them according to your word. But indeed, as I live, all the earth will be filled with the glory of Yahuwah. Surely all men who have seen my glory and my miraculous signs, which I performed in Egypt and in the wilderness, yet have put me to the test these 10 times, and have not listened to my voice, will by no means see the land which I swore to give to their fathers, nor anyone who treated me disrespectfully and rejected to see it. Our subject this morning is, listen carefully, our subject this morning is, do not miss your opportunity. Uh, do not miss your opportunity. Mhm. Yah has a good plan for your life, for my life. Listen to the words of Jeremiah 29 and 11. For I know the plans and thoughts that I have for you, says Yahuwah, plans for peace and well-being, and not for disaster, to give you a hope and a future. And may I say, what is going on right now in this country, to us, is not Yah's plan for you and for me. It's not Yah's plan. Uh, 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 The way things are headed, disaster is looming with no hope and a future. But Yah is faithful to his words. He says that he has a good plan for our lives, and we have to believe that and move forward. Yah is faithful to fulfill all the promises that he makes to us. Since Yah has a good plan for us, we do not need to miss the opportunity or miss out on our moment. Opportunity is defined as a set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something, perhaps a good chance for advancement or betterment. Biblically speaking, opportunity is an event or set of circumstances or certain circumstances planned by Yahuwah for our healing, our deliverance, and for our prosperity. So when those opportunities come, seize them, seize the moment. Don't miss out on the opportunity. Here in our teaching today, we will show you how Israel, Yasharel, missed their life-changing moments. Practically, all of our turning points, all the turning points in our lives are the results of the opportunity that came into our lives, and we seized the moment. If you recognize and make effective use of the opportunities that come forth, you will have success. But if you miss the opportunity, chances are you will regret it. And there is no promise that the opportunities will come around again. Israel missed their opportunity, missed their moment. Several reasons caused them to miss their opportunity. One, they trusted what man said instead of what Yahuwah, instead of what God said. They succumbed to fear instead of having faith. They trusted man and succumbed to fear, and that fear caused them to be disobedient and to rebel against Yahuwah. Saying it again. One of the reasons they missed their opportunity because they trusted what man said instead of what Yahuwah said. They succumbed to fear because of what man said. They succumbed to fear instead of having faith. They trusted man, and succumbing to fear caused them to be disobedient and rebel, causing them to miss the golden opportunity. In our lesson, the children of Yasharel were on the edge of entering the promised land, the land that Yahuwah had promised them, the land that was flowing with milk and honey, but they missed the opportunity, missed the moment. because of fear and disobedience. They rebelled against Yahuwah and made plans to get a new leader and get that leader to return them back to Egypt, to go back to being a slave, go back to being in bondage. You know, they didn't think this thing through. Going back, they didn't realize when they went back, they would have been treated worse than before because of the revenge mechanism, the revenge tactic. You left. And now we're going to make sure you never leave again. You're going to be sorry that you left. I'll teach you to leave us. In the previous chapter 13, Yah told Moses to send some men to explore the promised land. Yah told Moses to choose a man from each of the 12 tribes. So Moses did what Yah told him to do. And Moses called the chosen men together and he gave them the following instructions. Okay. When you go there, see what the land is like. Find out what kind of people are living in the land. See if the people are strong or if they are weak. See if there are a lot of them or just a few. See if the land is good and fertile. Check out the towns. See if the towns have walls or are the towns unprotected. See if there are a lot of trees there. And bring back samples of the fruit and the produce of the land. Now, I want you to look at Yah's timing now. Yah sent them at the time of the first harvest of the first ripening grapes. You know, Yah does not do things coincidentally. He has a purpose in doing all things. The spies went on their assignment and they traveled and they took notes or took note of what they saw. And as they went along, they gathered some of the fruit. They got some figs, they got some pomegranates, and some of the grapes. And you know the story of how the grapes were so large. A cluster of grapes had to be put on a pole and carried by two men. They explored the land fully. And they explored the land for 40 days. And they went back and gave Moses and the whole Israelite community their report. Their report was, it's a bountiful country, a land flowing with milk and honey, which means a place where there was an abundance of food, a land that provides an abundance of nourishment. They showed the people the pomegranates, showed them the figs, and they showed them big old juicy ripe grapes. 10 of the spies then said, but let me tell you something. Do you know your butts cause you to miss out on a lot of wonderful opportunity Now, the buts that I'm talking about are B-U-T-S, not B-U-T-T-S. Now, get that. When we say but, okay, uh, they said but. They said it is a good land, but the people living there are powerful. The towns are large and fortified, which means the towns are surrounded by walls or some other defensive structure for protection. These 45 towns were built to provide a secure place for the inhabitants to live and to work. And not only that, but we saw giants there in the land. But the butts of the 10 spies aroused the people so. And they began to murmur and they began to grumble. And you know how people are. You know how we are sometimes when we get dissatisfied with things, especially things that we hear. But Brother Caleb tried to calm them down. He said, let's go in the land at once, right now. Let's go right now. We can conquer it. But then there goes that but again. The 10 spies disagree. We cannot go up against them. They are bigger and stronger than we are. The bad report spread throughout the community of Yashrael. What happened? The 10 men focused on what they saw and what they thought. They focused on their fears rather than focusing on Yahuwah's power than Yah's power. They even said we look like grasshoppers next to them, and the entire community began to weep and wail all night long. They protested against Moses and Aaron, and they said that it would be better to die in Egypt or in the wilderness. And they complained, why is Yahuwah the Lord taking us to this country for us to die in battle? And after we die, our wives and our children will be taken plunder. They wanted to go back to bondage rather than trust Yahuwah, trust in God. Once again, they plotted to have a new leader to lead them back to Egypt. Joshua and Caleb tore their clothes as a sign of mourning. They said to Israel, the Israelites, this is a great land. And if it pleases Yah, he will bring us safely into the land and give it to us. It is a rich land flowing with milk and honey. Yah has already told us this land is ours. So what's the problem? Why can't we go in and take the land? And so the words of our text come forth once again. Do not rebel against Yahuwah, against the Lord. And do not be afraid of the people of the land. They are helpless. They are helpless prey to us. Yah has taken away their protection. But Yah is with us. Don't be afraid of them. Now, with great miracles, Yah led the Israelites out of slavery. He parted the Red Sea so that they could cross over on dry land. He led them through the wilderness, protected them from their enemies and from wild beasts. He protected them. He fed them and fulfilled every promise he made to them. Yet, when they were told to step out on faith, they refused to enter the promised land, which, now the promised land, was their goal ever since they left Egypt. That was the purpose of leaving Egypt, to go to the promised land. They missed their opportunity because they believed man, and they were afraid, and their fears led them to be disobedient and rebellious. They said, we can't do it. It's too much to overcome. But Yah promised them blessing. He promised them abundance. He had been with them. Okay? You know, these folks were getting ready to get houses. They didn't build vineyards. They didn't plant. Remember the grapes, vineyards that they didn't plant. All they had to do was trust God, trust Yahuwah, go in and occupy the land. They refused and missed the opportunity because of what they said and what they saw. They were afraid of the people. You know, I don't understand why they were afraid of people and why we are afraid of people. We're going to remember Isaiah 54:17, and where Yah said, you know, I'm the one that made the blacksmith. I did. I made the blacksmith. I made the natural resources that the blacksmith made the weapons out of. And no weapons formed against you are going to prosper. They may come against you, but they are not going to prosper because I'm sovereign. I'm in control of everything. I see what's going on. I will not let that happen to you because I promised you that I had a good plan for your life, plan for your peace and well-being, not disaster, to give you a hope and a future. Now, like the Israelites, we miss out on opportunities because we believe too what man says. We miss opportunities because we look at the stuff that is around us rather than trusting Yahuwah. We look at the stuff that surrounds us, and it exacts fear in our hearts, causing us to be disobedient and fearful and to rebel. Like Israel, because of our fears, we don't trust Yahuwah enough to deliver us, like Israel. we don't trust Yahuwah enough to deliver us. You see, it has been our goal ever since childhood to be prosperous and successful. It has been our goal to live an enjoyable life and have a wonderful family and home and a nice home, a nice looking car, money, so to speak of, not living from paycheck to paycheck, not living in lack. So what I'm saying to you today, your promised land is right where you are right now. Yahushua Hamashiach, Jesus Christ said that the thief comes but to steal, kill, and destroy. But I've come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. That abundant life is our promised land. But what happens? We are afraid that God, Elohim, will not come through for us. We trust him with the small things, but doubt his ability to handle the bigger things. The Israelites missed out on the opportunity to go into the promised land. Now, the reward for them being rebellious, this is the reward, pardon me, for them being rebellious. Listen to this. Yahuwah said, how long will these people treat me with contempt? They won't ever believe in me. Even after all the miraculous signs and wonders I have done, they won't believe me. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to disown them. I'm going to destroy them with the plague. Then, Moses, I will make you into a great nation, greater and mightier than they are. This is their punishment for rejecting Yah, for rebelling against Yah. Yah said, they're not going to ever believe in me. After all that I've done, after all they've seen me do, they will not believe in me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to disown them. I will destroy them. I'm going to destroy them with a plague. Then I will make you, Moses, into a great nation, a nation greater than they are. But Moses said, if you do that, what will the Egyptians say or think when they hear what you did? What do they think when they hear what you did, how you wiped out all of these people? Now, if you slaughter them, slaughter these people, the nations that heard of your fame will say, the Lord was not able to bring them into the land he swore to give them. So he killed them in the wilderness. Moses said, please, 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 master, prove your power is as great as you declared it to be. Saying, Yahuwah is slow to anger, filled with unfailing love, forgiving every kind of sin and rebellion, but does not excuse the guilty. He lays the sins of the parent upon the children. The entire family is affected. Even the children in the third and fourth generation. In keeping with your magnificent, unfailing love, please, please pardon their sin. Please pardon the sin of the people, just as you have forgiven them ever since they left Egypt. Then Yahuwah said, okay, I'm going to pardon them. I will pardon them just as you requested. But as surely as I live, as surely as the earth is filled with my glory and my miraculous signs I have performed in Egypt and in the wilderness, yet have put me to test. They have, pardon me, yet they have put me to test these 10 times and have not listened to my voice, and by no means will these people see the promised land. I'm going to say that again. Yah said, okay, Moses, I will pardon them as you requested me. But as surely as I live and as surely as the earth is filled with my glory, these folks have seen all the miraculous signs and wonders that I have performed in Egypt and in the wilderness, but yet they continue to put me to test these 10 times and have not listened and hearkened to my voice. Because of that, these people will by no means enter the promised land, which I swore to give to their fathers, nor will anyone who treated me with disrespect and have not listened to my voice. But Brother Caleb had a different spirit and attitude. He and Joshua will enter into the promised land. In other words, the rebellious, the scared, the stiff-necked, the hard-headed ones, 20 years and older, will die in the wilderness. They missed their opportunity. They missed their moment. Remember, they said it would be better for us to die in the wilderness. And that's exactly what they did. They wandered for 40 years, and that crowd of rebellious people died in the wilderness. Now, how does that apply to us? Well, we miss our opportunities to enter the promised land. And the promised land is not necessarily the land where we go after we pass from this earth. The land that we used to sing about, we're bound for the promised land. The promised land could be right now where you are. Let me revisit verse 9 again. Do not rebel against Yahuwah. Don't be afraid of the people of the land. They are helpless prey to you, to us. Yah has taken their protection from them, but Yah is with us. Don't be afraid of them. Rebelling is being disobedient. Do not be disobedient to Yah. Listen to, obey his voice. Don't be afraid of man, the people around you. Don't be afraid of that crowd that is in D.C., that is in politics all over this country. Don't be afraid of man. They want you to act like them, or else they will talk about you. But I'm here to tell you, obey Yah's laws, his commandments, his decrees, his statutes. Yah made those folks who are against you. But I'm here to tell you, if Yah is for you, who can be successful against you? You can't trust what people say, but trust and take Yah at his word. We refuse to step out on faith. We refuse to step out of our comfort zone. But take a moment and look back over your life. Remember the Israelites. They forgot the miraculous signs and wonders, that Yah performed for them. And once they were confronted with the test of faith, they failed miserably. They blew their opportunity. But I want you to remember that Yah has a good plan for your life, a plan for your well-being and peace and not disaster, to give you a hope and a future. I want you to look around and see where Yah has brought you from dangers seen and unseen. He protected you. He cared for you. They said that some of you out there wouldn't make it, that you would have never amount to anything. But oh, here you are, clothed and in your right mind. Think of the miracles that happen in your life. Yah want you to take your promised land. Your promised land is healing. Your promised land is deliverance. Your promised land is prosperity. Your promised land is a good life, good health, a wonderful family, good job, not living from paycheck to paycheck. And Yah will help you face all of those awful jobs that is in your life. Don't forget that Yah is the great physician. He is the great banker and great accountant. Your promised land will come about if you seize the moment, your promised land will come about. If you don't miss the opportunity, your promised land will come about if you diligently listen and obey the voice of the Lord your God, Yahuwah Elohim, being careful to do all his commandments. And Yahuwah Elohim, pardon me, will set you high above all the nations of the earth. And all these blessings will come upon you and overtake you if you pay attention and obey the words of the Lord your God. You'll be blessed in the city, blessed in the field. Your children and their children will be blessed. Your pantry and your refrigerators will be filled. You're going to be blessed going in and blessed coming out. Yahuwah will cause your enemies to be defeated. He will give you great prosperity. You will be a lender and not a borrower. You'll be the head and not the tail, above and not beneath. My brothers and sisters, do not miss the opportunity. Seize the moment. Be obedient. Be diligent to obey and listen to and follow the advice of Yahuwah, our Elohim, and you will be blessed. You will enter in your promised land. And not only that, my brothers and sisters, things are taking shape. Things are happening. I just heard this morning that a series of tornadoes struck in the Midwest, and floodings are coming, and all things are happening. People don't realize it. They don't want to hear it, but this land is under judgment. And I'm telling you, get ready to receive. Get ready to go to your promised land while we are here in this place. But also, my brothers and sisters, the second Exodus is on the way. And we're going to bug out of this place what Yahushua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, as our leader, seize the moment, seize the opportunity that Yah is giving you. He's giving you an opportunity to get it right. He's giving you an opportunity to obey. He's giving you an opportunity to follow his word. He's giving you an opportunity to get rid of that fear and build up your faith in him so that you can follow him. And he will give you all the things that he's promised you, all the things that you have asked for in your life. My brothers and sisters, don't miss your moment. Grumbling and complaining, worrying about man. Don't miss your moment. Being afraid of man. That crowd in DC can't do no more than Yahuwah allows them to do. Put your trust in Yahuwah. He's omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. all powerful, knows all, sees all, can do all. Put your trust in him. Don't miss the opportunity. Don't worry about the stuff that are around you, people that are around you. Don't worry about all that mess and stuff you see on the TVs. Don't let it get you out of your peace. But what you need to do is just put your trust in Yahuwah. You know, put your trust in Yahushua, who said that I've come that you might have life and that you might have it abundantly. That abundant life is our promised land here, right where you are. And that's living the life of Yah will lead you on the second exit that we will go to that promised land. Precious Father, in the mighty and powerful name of your Son, Yahushua, I come and thank you for this time of prayer and praise and this time of teaching. And we pray that the word that you've given me today will sink into the hearts of the hearers, that they will bless them. I pray that they will have listening ears and receptive hearts. And I pray that their minds would not be clogged with so much stuff, but they would hear what you're saying. Bless them. It is our prayer. It is our prayer right now that you will bless us to enter into your promised land, your land of healing, land of prosperity, the land of deliverance. Uh, 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 we pray right now in your Son's name that you will bless and keep us. We ask your blessings upon our families and all the hearers out there. We pray that our families will be blessed, and we pray against accidents. We pray against terrorist activities, that our families and our loved ones return safely back to their home. We thank you. We do love you, and we praise you. And now, the Lord bless thee and keep thee. Yahuwah make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahuwah lift up his countenance upon thee and give you his shalom. Go in the shalom of Yahuwah. And my brothers and sisters, we bless you and we are out.